Hello viewers. Welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna talk about which bfdi characters I mostly see and don't see being in bfdi All-Stars cast, with a tier list. Starting from the least likely to most likely. But before we get into the video, I would just like to say thank you all for 1K on my video about my problems with BFB post-split, and the support for more videos like it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. There are 6 tiers in total, starting with there's no way, unlikely, need to see more first, beforehand, maybe it depends, high chance, and lastly definitely in. Let's start off with the first tier, there's no way. In there's no way, we have Foldy, Bell, Roboti,
Profiley,
Fiery Jr., Dora, David, 8-Ball, and Pi. Most of these characters share 2 things in common. 1. They have really no arc. 2. Have no specific personality, or just have an annoying personality to the viewers. Even though the Exiters, Roboti, Fiery Jr., Dora, David, and 8-Ball did more in Pot 11, and we're shown to become more empathetic and change for the better during their 4 years in the exit, they're still not considered favorites or liked characters by the viewers still, and them getting out early in BFB doesn't really go in their favor either. Pi, Foldy, and Bell had really nothing going on for them. Maybe Foldy had something with basketball and Eggy, as seen in Pot 2, but she got eliminated the next episode. And then Bell kinda had something with basketball when dealing with Robot Flower a little bit, but also that's kind of far-fetched to even say. So that's why I don't think they would have any chances to join an All-Stars season of bfdi. Now let's move on to the second tier, the unlikely tier, which includes Salt, Rocky, Spongy, Grassy, TV, Robot Flower, Nicole, Loser, Bracelety, Cake, Bottle, Price Tag, Eggy, Ice Cube, and Clock. So some of these characters might be a bit controversial here, like Clock, Bracelety, Loser, or even Grassy. But most of these characters in this tier are mostly characters who aren't really disliked by the viewers per se, but also aren't really liked either, kinda just in the middle, or were eliminated early on in BFB, BFBPS, or Pot. Some of these characters in this tier are also bland. You could also call some of them just a one-trick pony, like Salt, Rocky, Ice Cube, to a certain extent, now at least. Or just don't have a fleshed out arc, or if so, didn't or don't have a big enough arc to make J&J, or even maybe even the viewers want them in a possible bfdi All-Stars season. Now let's move on to the third tier, the midway point to the last tier. The need to see more first, beforehand. Going from Naily, Bombi, Marker, Barfbag, Cloudy, Freeze, Remote, Lightning, Balloony, and Winner, who, don't get me wrong, could definitely be in an All-Stars season, but I feel like for J&J to add them into an All-Stars season, they would have to see how the rest of their season will go, or see a more substantial fan base for these characters for them to get in, and for viewers to want them in the season more, they would have to see more of these characters, like Barfbag, and the whole different moods and powers based off different liquids, the way Winner acts after his arc with Clock being over. Cloudy and Balloony do more with or without each other. Handled better this time around. Also Lightning, Remote, Freeze, and Naily being able to do something more, even though they are already eliminated in Pot. And Bombi and Marker doing more inside their teams with their teammates. That's why these contestants would probably need more screen time before being put in an All-Stars season. Now time for the fourth tier. Maybe it depends tier. In this tier we have Yellowface, Needle, Black Hole, Pillow, Stacy, Ruby, Fanny, Basketball, Pen, Gaty, and Donut. Now the contestants in this tier, I simply put in here, since yes, they could have a high chance of joining an All-Stars season, but they barely miss the mark. Because of them either being kinda too much of a goofy character, not really having much to do in that season, or don't have a lot of interesting storylines at the moment. Or also some of the characters here are also kinda disliked by a large group of viewers too, like Pillow, Needle, or even Stacy, to a certain extent, leaving them to be here. Yeah, sorry if I kinda went on with this one, or didn't talk enough about this one, it's just, there really wasn't that much to talk about. Now let's get into the fifth tier, also the second to last tier. The high chance tier, which contains such characters like Match, Tree, Puffball, Snowball, Lollipop, Book, Bubble, Eraser, Liddy, Gelatin, Taco, and Blocky. Most of these characters have a very large fanbase, or if not large, a fanbase for sure, that keeps growing larger and larger by the minute. And have also had, or have some significant storyline for them, that's had, or has at the moment made the character change for the better over the years, like Block having his arc with Woody, Taco having her arc with Book, Gelatin making the newbie alliance with Lollipop and Teardrop, Tree trying to balance the challenges with the conflicting opinions, revolving around how death should be handled on Team Death Pact again, when it comes to winning challenges, or not, Liddy escaping the exit with Match, and Match afterwards, wanting to still apologize to Bubble for what she did all those years ago, Eraser having a rivalry with Teardrops, and having Puffball have a thing with Golfball. All of these have something in common, which is that most of them started off as simple concepts or plots that slowly developed into interesting storytelling and plots that not only, like I said, improved the characters for the better, but also gave the viewers entertaining, rememberable scenarios seen as the best moments for the show, for them to enjoy, making these characters have a high chance for join an All-Stars season. Now final adieu, we got the sixth and final tier of the video. The Definitely In tier, which contains Tennis Ball, Woody, Fiery, Leafy, Pencil, Teardrop, Flower, Coiny, Pin, and lastly Golf Ball. Yes, all of these characters were at one point considered disliked by the viewers, whether they were disliked to begin with or liked to begin with, had undergone through some arc, storyline, or plot that would improve on their story or character as a whole, and honestly I would consider most of the characters here the most fleshed it out, and have a fan base they can't permanently go away forever if they do something the viewers don't like, because there is always some out there that will like them, like Pin. Even after Pot 2 happened, yes, a lot people would start to hate her, there were also many people who still loved her, and when Pot 7 rolled around, then people who start liking her again. Or Flower, starting off as just a quote-unquote mean character, she would over time in BFB become a good and well-respected character in the series, or Woody having the arc with Blocky and getting over his fears, also Fiery and Leafy having one, if not the most popular arc in bfdi as a whole, or Teardrop and the newbie alliance, the arc with Eddie, and the rivalry with Eraser. Also Golf Ball becoming less of a bossy bot and letting other people speak up and help with her team, and also Tennis Ball recently trying to become friends with Pen, TV, and even Eraser. Now not being called a simp as much as he used to. Also Pencil becoming more of a better leader in the exit when trying to escape for 4 years. Even deciding to split her and Match up when deciding partners so that they could have focus on escaping and not getting off task. Also overall learning from some of her mistakes as well. And lastly Coiny, going from the fiery slapper to a strategic powerhouse in not only bfdi but BFB pre-split, and Pot a little bit too. A season without these characters would feel weird, and it wouldn't feel like an All-Stars cast without them, so that's why they would definitely be in an All-Stars season for bfdi. Thanks for watching the video, and again thanks for the support on my last video. Also again, sorry if the text-to-speech is weird in some moments, or if there were any other mistakes during the video. Thanks for watching the video. If you disagree with anything you saw here, then go ahead and put it in the comments below, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, also announcer is the most likely to be the host again out of all the other previous hosts to host another season again.
Over 1,000 flight delays, so if you are waiting for a flight and it keeps getting put back, you're probably going, Aram, what the Sigma? And I cannot blame you. It is